Hello, everyone, and welcome to Valley Homes on TV. I'm Debbie Giordano, along with my co-host, Todd Flesner.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again. So you can catch us on Comcast Channel 26, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. So look forward to seeing you folks again. And this is our last show of the year.
2019.
2019's going away.
Yep. So it's been a fantastic year. I hope everybody had a great 2019 and is looking forward to the new year as well. So
well, you brought a mutual friend in our Rotary Club.
I did.
A new member you've brought in, and I'd like to have you introduce.
I'm happy
our
to.
guest.
Yeah, I'd love to introduce folks to Gurinder Bagu, and Gurinder's a fairly new business owner here in the area. You've been in business for a little bit, but Gurinder runs, easy for me to say. He is a proprietor of PostNet over on Capitol Avenue,
Yes.
right next to the Great Mall.
Yeah.
Did I get it right?
Yeah. That was great. That was great.
Well, welcome, Gurinder.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we like to start the show off telling the folks a little bit about you, maybe your background, where you grew up, where you were educated, and what brought you to this area.
Well, born and raised here in San Jose, and went to Silver Creek High School, and then I went to UC Irvine after that, and I got a business economics and computer science degree from UC Irvine. It took me 5 years, though. Didn't do it in 4 years. Ended up graduating into the recession in 2008, which was the worst time ever to graduate. So I had a great job at first. 6 months later, I got let go, even though I'd worked harder than everybody else. And this is when in my mind, I decided there's no such thing as job security.
Yeah.
Right.
So my journey really kind of begins from there. And did a lot of sales jobs, bought property. That was the benefit of the crash. And then sold that and started making apps. I got a job. I actually quit the jobs, and then I started pushing a lawnmower. I literally was turning a landscaping business because I knew I had to have a business. I know construction. It was a good place to start. I had 9 customers. And then my uncle, and I was excited, and my uncle comes up, and he's a senior vice president at Flextronics. He's like, "You got a great degree, you work hard, why don't you come work for me?" And I ended up being the best engineer there. I learned everything of engineering, process engineering, mechanical, electrical, quality. Learned all that, quit because computer science was my thing, and I made apps, and then I failed at all of those apps. And then I sold all my property, and I was an early investor in Bitcoin, and I sold all of that, and then I used that to open up my PostNet shop and
Okay.
a lot of stuff in between.
So you're really a serial entrepreneur in a lot of ways.
I've been doing this is a long time coming.
And a local, a hometown
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you like most about living in the Bay Area?
Well, I like living in the Bay. Well, there's a lot of diversity, and there's a lot
Sure.
of San Francisco is really fun. I enjoy going out, and so those opportunities are great. And I mean, I'm happy to be alive, and so I would probably enjoy anywhere, But the Bay is obviously a great place, and
Great
I'm very
place.
fortunate. So it's very fortunate to be here.
Okay.
Well, anybody who hangs around you, finds out that you're fun to hang around with, that you enjoy life. But you've got this business, PostNet. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so PostNet is a print shop. It's actually graphic design, print, and ship. Every business will do that. Every new business will need to have a designer logo. We'll create your logo, and then we'll do your printing. Obviously your stationery items. Right now at the age of the internet, a lot of technologies has come by, whether it's newspaper. Well, first it was newspaper, whether it was TV, radio, and all of these were supposed to. This biggest misconception about print. A lot of the people thought those things were going to stop print. People think internet's going to stop print, and nothing stopped print. It's always going to be there. So
I think that's true.
So we're going to have this shift where it's going to went all the way from the internet, and we're going to bring it back to local businesses, because I can compete against online print shops.
Okay.
So so then we'll do the print and print everything. We'll do the banners. We'll do the banners. We'll do the flyers, banners, brochures. I can do anything stationery. I can do the promotional items, and then I have shipping, UPS, FedEx, and I don't get that much shipping business. It's quite interesting. So most of the business is printing. But there's a lot of shops around me that are doing a lot of shipping, so something around my shop says no shipping here for some reason. I don't know why.
So you talked about the printing business. How has it evolved and changed over the years? And then
Yeah.
you said the future looks like it's still very viable for
Yeah.
the printing business.
Yeah, for sure.
How's it changed?
Well, I think the major change, see, Postnet went through a specific shift. They used to be a ship-only store. And then what happened is we brought in the print afterwards.
Okay.
And so we got digital printers. And from my understanding of previous entrepreneurs that were working in this space, they had to get offset printing, and offset printing is very expensive. So we have contracts with our vendors, and which makes it viable for us. It's not easy. This has not been easy, but the opportunity is there if somebody is willing to work hard and just be nice, and that's really about it. That's all it takes.
It's amazing what a smile will do for people.
Yeah, right?
And you talked about local as well, right?
Yeah.
Being local and being that local presence.
Yeah, so if something goes wrong, you know where to find me.
Absolutely. Well, let's shift focus here a little bit on real estate, because you really help support the local real estate community as well. How do you do that, and how is print important to supporting real estate?
Well, one thing I've realized is that local businesses are going to need print, and real estate agents are really local businesses. So for them, social media, they can get people that way, but it's not easy to target somebody. When you have data like you can get from title company, you can start targeting specific people, for whether it's like, trust accounts or escrow account, or trust accounts, or maybe elderly, they're starting to move out of the area. So now you can start targeting specific people. So you can do that only with print. And really personal networking is the best.
Well, it's brochures.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yes, sir.
still use brochures. So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they seem to be welcome when people come through the open house or
Yeah.
on the signpost where people pull that.
It's all about views, right? So you want to get them as many ways possible. So obviously you're going to do the social media, you're going to do all these ads, but you're also going to have the print. You want to have that touch. You want to touch them with paper,
Okay.
Good. So let's see. Your other interaction is the North Valley real estate community. They have a weekly meeting, so
Yeah.
you're there a part of that.
Yeah.
What do you see as your role there in terms of supporting the real estate committee?
Well, I'll tell you, I really enjoy the real estate market. So that's first of all. Okay, so when I go to
It
those
shows.
those meetings, I actually enjoy.
Yeah.
So, my way to support is bringing the jobs there. I enjoy doing that. So. I mean, wow, it's like so easy for any young entrepreneur to do this. You just you go to these meetings, they're going to give you a job, you bring the job to them over there, and then people see that and they like that, then they want to work with you. And then you bring jobs for them, So that's my way of supporting the community.
And I attend those meetings, and I've seen you there, and I think you bring, you add to the conversation sometimes and bring a different view, and I know the realtors really appreciate your input too into that meeting. So
Yeah.
it goes both ways.
Great.
Vendor. Yeah.
I have to stay a little bit quiet though because I'm not an agent, so
That's-
I'm
well,
there
they-
as a vendor, so I have to be respectful.
They'll remind you. Rotary.
Yeah.
We did the introduction, and you're now a member of the Milpitas Rotary Club
Right.
that Todd and I are part of. In
Right.
fact, Todd brought you in, so
Right.
congratulations,
Thank you.
and we're going to really enjoy having you there. How important do you think is it for an entrepreneur to be involved in the community and get involved at maybe at that level?
Yeah, sure. So I'm definitely learning about Rotary, and I love that it's really community driven. So that's what I'm learning. So that's what people told me. It's
And international.
and
Also
international.
yeah.
So it's not always about business, and so that's a great shift for me to start getting into. And as I'm beginning to build my business and getting out there, and what I really liked when I got the induction was they had a paper for me over there that kind of said all the things that need to be done to get the blue badge. So I thought those were interesting. I was like, okay, this is kind of a cool challenge.
Yeah, it's not a lightweight club. It's pretty heavy hitting club.
Okay.
It's a lot to do. So
Yeah, I can see that.
We'll help you get through that.
Yeah, so I'll get through those meetings and just keep attending and learn about the community
Okay.
and being able to support the community.
Perfect.
Wow, we need so much more of that. It's like, wow. It's,
Well, we need some young blood.
Yeah,
Too, so that's
for
really
sure.
nice to have that. Maybe bring in some friends of yours too. So
Well, and so I think what you're demonstrating is, as a business person, involvement with the community is important, right?
And
You-
giving-
you va-
and
you
giving
value
back.
that.
Giving back.
Giving back,
I want,
yeah.
This is what I'm learning. Like, because what has happened so far is I've failed at so many businesses. By the way, right? I have failed
Oh, good.
at like
You need,
everything.
you need to read the book by John Maxwell. It's called Failing Forward.
Okay.
And what you do is you build from those failures.
Uh-huh.
As long as you learn
Uh-huh.
and move on,
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel that a lot of businesses, a lot, So this is a long time coming. So right now what I've been doing is just, I kept my head down and I just kept working. In my mind, it was for 11 years. I mean, really, I quit 5 years ago. So, now I'm finally starting to see something happen, where I can feel confident about it. And so now I'm learning about all these other things. And it makes sense because I plan to get into politics 10 years from now. So at a very low level, it would be something like schools or parks. We would need something like that where it's low level and not
Okay.
party affiliated.
Good.
Yeah, good.
We'll use you. Okay.
So you've got 5 years now.
Uh-huh.
You're running your print shop. If you look out to the next 5 years, where do you see your business going in the next 5 years?
Okay, well, but this, I need to, first of all, just quite simply make 10,000 a month of profit from that business. That has to be there, that much. Otherwise, it doesn't even make sense to
Absolutely,
have that
especially in
business.
this valley
Yeah.
with the cost of
So,
living.
so that's including having a manager. That's including everything running on its own. And this print shop is a stepping stone, okay, to a lot of things because when you go out and to do politics and you do other businesses, you're going to need to do print, right? So, so I'm going to get into construction. My father's starting a construction business. He's already got 14 homes out there. He's waiting for me to get this shop under control, and that way I can take over that business from him.
Sweet.
So that's where it's going next.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Well,
good.
let's focus back on your printing business, though. What skill sets are required as you do look to the future? You said hiring a manager and some other people, but how does the printing business evolve, and how do you stay innovative with the skill sets?
Well, I'll tell you this, it's easy for anybody to learn. Now, I did have an advantage because I worked at Flextronics, and I was very comfortable with working with machines. However, there's maintenance plans there, so you don't need to worry about knowing anything about machines anyway. So any young entrepreneur out there doesn't have to know anything about, you have to know how to use a computer. I mean, really. Now, that's it. And then it's marketing. There's so much more, right? Probably just because I've done this so much, I forgot the accounting. Wow, accounting, meeting people and networking is how you're going to grow your business. And then manager, I don't know yet. I have to hire a manager, and I think I know who's the right manager because he works hard at the neighboring shop, and he actually tries to improve the business. So then print design is something that I had to learn. Wow. I learned a lot about design because, I came from that background of just, taking and not really respecting people's work. And so now that I have a designer working for me, I understand how much they love their work and how much I was not respecting that. So I have some cool things I'll be working on that's going to help designers get paid more for their work and stuff like that. So I had to learn all that, and probably a lot more shipping is easy.
All right. Awesome. Well, what is it that you really enjoy about your work? If you said these are the rewards that I've gotten, running this print shop.
Well, it's just being able to meet new people. I kind of feel bad for people in corporate America, that are just kind of stuck and confined.
Stuck in the cubicle?
Yeah, and all they know is what is around them. So I get to meet new people all the time, and it's not even just meeting them.
We met?
Yeah,
how cool.
and then I get to go out there and find people. That's exciting to me. I tell my designers or my staff and basically everybody there that, hey, look, I got to be out there, and I'm pointing to the window, you know what I mean? Because who knows what's out there. So that's my job as the business owner.
Okay, all right.
So, and you can tell you enjoy meeting new people.
Yeah.
It's an adventure for you.
Yes. Why is that something new?
No, we do
Am I the
not.
first person in the world to do this?
Garinda, let's talk about the other side of the coin, the
Okay.
challenges.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so you've talked about your rewards.
Yeah.
What are the specific challenges that you see?